Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the 19th day of March. It is Clients Day today, so get out and see all of your clients and tell them thank you. National Backyard Day, National Automatic Door Day. Never thought about it, but, that had to be invented, and maybe today was the day. I don't know. International Read to Me Day. I do that every day. Not very well. National Stretch Mark Day.
Yeah, sadly.
National Poultry Day. Let's Laugh Day. Certified Nurses Day. And I've got two friends that are huge fans. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Day. I've got one who literally just bought like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costume. And it's amazing. It's really cool. I'm like, okay, you're a grown man.
Does he have three
We
friends
need to hang out, man.
to
No,
go
he's
with him?
awesome. He's very cool. I think he's doing stuff with it. I don't know. He's posting stuff online that looks really cool. Hey, it's a Tuesday. Speaking of cool, we've got Tuesdays with Charlie. We'll have that here in just a bit.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. We're accustomed to the occasional conversation about how often it is appropriate to wash bed sheets. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But how about your bath towel? According to a microbiologist, while every week or two is usually okay for sheets, towels are best washed every few days. Excessive? Nope. This person, whose name I'm not even going to try to read, head of microbiology at the University of South Australia, explains that when you dry yourself, you deposit thousands of skin cells and millions of microbes onto the towel. Because you use a towel to dry yourself after a shower or bath, you're usually damp as well. Well, of course you are. Towels are made of a thicker material than sheets, therefore it stays damp longer, and it's a breeding ground for all kinds of yucky stuff. Exposure to microbes in your towel and sheets can also lead to asthma, allergic skin irritations, and other skin infections. So towels should be washed every few days, your face cloth after every use. And by the way, one survey said almost half of single men reported not washing their sheets for up to 4 months at a time. So there you go. So that make y'all feel better? Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know a purse made out of nothing but glass and air made its debut at the Paris Fashion Week?
A glass
The fashion label Coperni partnered with NASA to create the Air Swipe bag, a blink and you miss it accessory with a translucent appearance. Wouldn't you see all your stuff inside? 99% air, 1% glass. The cutting-edge transparent purse weighs only 33 grams. That's not a lot, is it? About the same as a light bulb. They say the cloud-like handbag...
But I can't even imagine how fragile that thing would be.
Well, they say this is the biggest ever object made with the space technology nanomaterial silica aerogel. It's the lightest solid on Earth, and it's used by NASA to capture stardust. So
it's not actual glass.
No, it's a glass-like substance, and it's a purse. And
I bet it's not cheap.
No, I'm sure it's not. I don't see a price on here, but it's...
Which means we can't afford it.
It looks weird, I can tell you that. And here's the thing. It doesn't look like you see through it. It's just a translucent... I don't know. I've got a link to it. You can see it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. The Super Mario Brothers movie will return with a sequel. Nintendo announced the new animated film set to release April 3rd, 2026. Yeah, almost 3 years exactly after the original film. They did very well at the box office, by the way. Will Reba McEntire's June Ballard character return before young Sheldon ends in May? Well, that's the hope, says Steve Holland, executive producer. So they're saying, hey, we really want to have her back, but there's no firm plans yet. So she's been really busy doing some other stuff, too. She's got a TV show, I don't know if you heard of it, called The Voice. And then she's got like her own career. So she's got a lot of stuff going on, but people really did like her in that role. So that'd be kind of cool. And if you'd like to buy a very famous home, a RE/MAX listing for the home where all of the exterior shots for Roseanne were filmed and the spin-off The Connors, $225,000. It's in Indiana, by the way. And it's not in Illinois like it is in the show. And Dame Helen Mirren has been honored with her own Barbie doll. She's among 8 famous women who have dolls made in their likeness, marking the toy's 65th anniversary. All right. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. The Gen Z slang word bed rotting, girl dinner, and boobney, B-O-O-B-N-E, were added to Dictionary.com last month.
What a
Yeah, so
sad
that's-
time we live in.
These are things
Lord.
these are things that apparently we needed to have in the dictionary. It happens so often now that we have to add the actual terms.
So pathetic.
All right. Usually I have one short story and then like one longer story, and I have 2 shorter stories because the next one on here, I can't not say this. Pug dogs, like the dogs,
Yeah.
pugs, pug owners have happier marriages than other dog owners, according to a report. Probably put together by a group of pug owners.
Okay.
I don't know why that would matter. But apparently, if you love pugs, you're a better lover of people. I have no idea.
Well, if you... I won't say what I was going to say.
Well,
Never mind. We'll just leave it at that.
That's probably best, especially when Heidi says that. Yeah, that right there, folks, you just witnessed self-control. You did. Now, you may know the drill, a closet full of fabulous clothing, yet nothing to wear. You ever have that happen, Heidi?
Oh, so many times.
Well, that is why Bianca Rangecroft created Wearing, W-H-E-R-I-N-G. It's a wardrobe indexing app that tracks how many times you wear each piece, and it gives you suggestions on what items you might want to mix and match. Users upload photos of their own garments, their shoes, their accessories, and they use the images to create various outfit combinations by occasion. It also tracks the cost per wear and calculates the total cost of your wardrobe. Its creator believes this app will help you think differently about the ownership of clothing, and it'll help you get the most out of your closet. That's a neat idea.
Actually a really good idea.
W-H-E-R-I-N-G. Again, is how you spell that.
As long as nobody has access to your
data.
Because otherwise it gives people who are going to come in and rob your house
Look at all this.
an exact list of what it's
got
worth
some
and
nice
where it's
stuff.
at.
Yeah, I could do this with my shoes. I wear one pair of shoes. I got a whole pile of them. I'm like, do I even own those? Why are those in my closet? I got to probably switch it up one of these days. All right, scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.
And it's time right now for my favorite program of the week, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have any stories that are going to warm our hearts? Any great, good, fun facts we're going to learn today?
You know, everything I do is worth listening to.
Well, that's awesome.
Pay attention.
I am ready. So what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn?
Okay, you know Ronald Reagan.
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
Do you know he was a lifeguard in high school?
I did.
He saved lives. You know that?
How many?
7?
You're close. 77.
77.
Whoa.
Wow, I get the 7 right.
He was a busy little dude, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was.
That's cool.
I have my notes here. Oh, here they are. My staff's messing with me here.
Lost your notes and your mind at the same time.
Hey, did you know that you played Monopoly before, right, Fluff?
Oh, yeah, we played Monopoly.
I've been told about the amazing Monopoly game that you guys had, where you flung the board across the room. They were cheating, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that the streets on the plain board are named after actual streets in Atlantic City?
I did. I knew that.
Did you?
I did. The gentleman that created the board was unemployed at the time, and he had just had a nice vacation to Atlantic City. He really liked it there, so he designed it with that town in mind.
You notice how this program works? I bring up a topic, and then you kind of kick in your 2 cents, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, it works out nice. Here's the good news, Charlie. I know a lot of dumb things about many different topics. Nothing, of course, that's good enough that I could use it to make any money with it.
We should get together. Maybe we can come up with something.
The two of us together, we're bound to make like $5.
Hey, then, did you know, remember back in, well, this is kind of before your time, but the song Louie Louie?
Oh, yeah, Louie Louie by the Kingsmen.
Yep. Did you know that the FBI investigated the song because the agency thought that the lyrics were dirty, and after 3 months they gave up because they could not make out the lyrics, the words.
Yeah,
Really?
It was like illegible, like they had no idea what he was saying in one part of the song, but they thought because they didn't understand it that it was naughty, and it was just not. It was just gibberish.
Gibberish? Huh.
Okay. Hey, in 2006, Wisconsin man legally changed his name to Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith? I like Andy Griffith.
Yeah, but he did that because he hoped it would help him get elected as county sheriff.
Oh. Gotcha. How did that work out? Maybe he should have changed his name to Andy Taylor.
Well, instead he got sued by Andy Griffith.
Oh, yeah.
How did that
awesome.
work for you, bud?
He showed up as Matlock and defended himself. Change my name again.
Maybe he should have named it Barney Five from how that went. Hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what's that?
Let's see, in 2008, a guy named Carl Dionysus strung together 18,500 latex condoms and used them to bungee jump from a 100-foot tower.
He bungee jumped with that?
Yep.
I would not recommend doing that.
Nor would I.
Those things have been known to break from time to time.
Well, I wonder if he did that. Was he sponsored by a company or something? Why would you have done that any other reason? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's a little messy.
How bad. You ready for a question, Charlie?
Sure, whip it on.
All right. You remember who Howard Hughes is, the aviation guy, Howard Hughes?
Yep.
Who was his bodyguard?
What? Who would know?
This is cool. I
Andy
didn't know
Griffith.
this. Who do you
Andy
think his body?
Griffith.
No, it was not Andy Griffith. And it wasn't Matlock either. It was Wilford Brimley.
Whatever.
Yeah. It says Wilford Brimley was Howard Hughes' bodyguard.
The diabetes guy?
Yeah, well, he's known for more than just his commercial for diabetic
oatmeal?
supplies and oatmeal. Back in the day, he could take care of some business. Wilford Brimley. He was a bodyguard back in the day. What do you think of that, Charlie?
He's got that funny mustache.
Yeah. That mustache is listed as a lethal weapon in some states. Okay, maybe not.
Huh. Well, that is something new I definitely learned. I did not know that before.
Did you know that, Charlie?
No, I did not know that.
Now we all know that, so.
I'm sorry to say I don't care.
Well, we'll talk to you again next week, Charlie. It's always a pleasure.
Let's try it on Tuesday this time.
Okay, that sounds good.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there, we talk to him every Tuesday just because we can with a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A second is called a second because it is the second division of hour by 60, the first division being a minute. So a minute could have almost be called a first. Oh. And then the second division of an hour by 60. So that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that's why they called it that. But Now we know. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Victorian times, leeches were used to predict the weather.
All right.
So, leech, what's it going to rain or what? Tell me. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Monkeys sometimes floss their teeth with things like bird feathers and blades of grass.
They
Kinda
floss?
cool. Yeah, they're like, You know who else does that? Me.
They are
with-
more advanced
Yeah.
than I am.
I also do that with a business card once in a while. Heidi hates it, by the way. She's like, would you stop doing that? Stop picking your teeth.
Every time I go to the dentist every 6 months, and she says to me every time, so how often do you floss? I said, twice a year.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A Virginia park ranger was hit by lightning 7 times, and he still lived. How crazy is that?
Yikes.
Yeah, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 36% of adults say they'll do this in preparation for Halloween. Oh, that's kind of a weird time to have this question. What do you think people do in preparation for Halloween? You do this year-round, by the way. Watch scary movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in preparation for Halloween, 36% of adults say they do that to get ready for Halloween.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I watch them year round. They're my
yeah.
favorite.
I like comedies. How do you like scary movies?
I
You show me
love
a
scary
scary
movies.
comedy and we're set. Mint Mobile question of the day.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. I didn't know if I should make this the list or if I should make it weird news because it's a list of weird things. But I'm like, we're going to make it weird news. So these are weird classified ads. All of these really actually aired somewhere in a newspaper. I don't know if you say aired. Were published? I don't know. Used tombstone. Perfect for somebody named Homer Hendel Bergen Heisel.
Oh, wow. If you can
One and
find,
only.
if you can find that person, they deserve the bargain.
Turkey for sale, partially eaten, only 8 days old, both drumsticks still intact. $23. Full-size mattress, Royal Tonic, 20-year warranty, like new, slight urine smell.
Ew.
$40.
Ew.
Wanted, somebody to go back in time with me. This is not a joke. Bring your own
I've
weapon.
seen this.
Safety not guaranteed. I have only done this once before. There's a movie based on that Wanted ad, by the way. And the thing is, I think that it was just from that movie. I don't think that's a real one. Another supposedly true classified ad, human skull used only once, $200. White trash compactor looks like new, asking $225. So, because it's white trash. I see, white trash.
Okay.
So it's just a trash compactor. It happens to be white. And a China cabinet buffet hutch, solid pine, few cat scratches, but cat has been killed. Wow. That's the list.
Is that a selling feature?
Apparently, that's not the list. That's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. We started this list yesterday. We'll wrap it up today. Snacks that adults are searching for on the old Google machine.
That's right.
So they've been looking for these. So we had the first 5. Number 6, Crystal Pepsi.
Oh,
This was a
our
no caffeine,
son.
colorless version of the beverage. Yes, our son, for whatever reason,
Huge fan of Crystal Pepsi.
when it came back out, it was like for him, he had so much. And he's like, I'm stocking up on this.
Uh-huh.
And I remember when he was down to like 2 bottles left.
He was just in tears. He
was
was
like-
so upset.
I was like, hey, I can fill the other bottles with water and it'll look like you have some left. Kudos granola bars. You remember those? Produced by
Vaguely.
Mars until 2017. They were granola bars coated in chocolate or caramel. One version had M&Ms. So that's another thing people are looking for. Orbit's drinks. It was short-lived but fondly remembered. An odd drink released in the 90s contained edible balls floating around in the liquid. So it was like drinking a bottle of confetti almost. It's kind of weird. Waffle Crisp cereal from 1966. Apparently the perfect breakfast in every bite. It returned to shelves, by the way, in 2021 because people had been looking for it. And Rice Krispie cereal. Not only is it a fan favorite on its own, but a popular dessert when baked with marshmallows and butter. So there you go. Several interesting snacks that adults are searching for. It's the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Malcolm Forbes is the one who uttered these words, Heidi. What did he utter, you say? Here's what he uttered. It is so much easier to suggest solutions when you don't know too much about the problem.
That is so true. So many people are so. That's why people with no kids give the best parenting
It's like,
advice.
all you got to do. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? That's all. That's all. That's all I got to do. It's all I got. I got it. Yeah. It's all I got to do. Yeah. I've actually had people who I've seen give advice when they have no idea what they're talking about, and that the person I see do that most is me. So, so I'm like, here's what I would do, and then as soon as I say it, I'm like, why am I even saying this? I know nothing about this at all. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. I think this is really, really a cool story. Comes your way courtesy of the all-new GenesisGoldIRA.com. And here is the headline, Heidi. A dorm security guard has not seen his family in 11 years. And a student, actually a group of students, fixed all that. This is from Providence, Rhode Island. Heartwarming display of compassion and unity. Students at Providence College came together to surprise their overnight security guard, James, with the funds to make a long overdue trip home to Nigeria. James has been diligently safeguarding the Raymond Hall dormitory, but he hadn't seen his family now for over a decade.
Aww.
The strong sense of community within this hall became the driving force behind this touching gesture. The students, who consider their dormitory a family, felt a deep connection with James, and they wanted to ensure that he could reunite with his loved ones. A freshman by the name of Brandon expressed the sentiment, saying, "Once we learned that James had not seen his family in over a decade, that was what kickstarted this for us. We take care of our own, and we firmly believe James is one of our own." To make his dream a reality, they launched a GoFundMe campaign with a goal of $3,500. So, you know, when you scratch together, okay, we need this, we need an airline, we need it. So it worked out to that much. Well, guess how much they raised on that $3,500 goal?
How much?
Over $28,000. Yeah. So he's going to have
He can go home several times.
He's going to have a really nice trip is what I'm saying. So the thing that's nice, they have other things that they're going to be able to do with the additional funds. And they did a video when they were sharing this with him to let him know. And you can,
I love those.
Yeah, you can see the video where they're surprising James, and you can catch all of that. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. And I just want to say thank you. When people see good news that's happening out there somewhere, and they're like, hey, you might this might be kind of a good thing for your good news story. I love it when you share those. That's really cool, by the way. So if you are one that does that, thank you. And if you're not, if you see something, consider sharing it. That'd be kind of nice. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. You can read that and you can share things at johnandheidishow.com.